What up? What up? What's good? What's good? Realest one piece blessings. Hopefully everybody's holiday was, exactly what it was supposed to be. Hopefully y'all made it what it was supposed to be. If you know anything about me, I'll be the first one to tell you, you know, treat every day like a holiday. Well, I mean, what is a holiday? It's a special occasion. It's a tradition, right? I feel like life itself is a special occasion, you know? So when I'm saying things like treat every day like a holiday, that's not me being a Grinch or anything. You understand? I'm just saying life is short. And ironically, that ties into this very video. If you listen to me, if you pay attention to anything I say, anytime I get on here, get on live or whatever, I'll always express how short life is and how people should really comprehend that. Because that's where I'm at in my life. You understand? Um, so I've been on here for 5, 6 years. I said that before. Met some people that aren't on here anymore. Some people would stay on and leave over the years, but there was one person who stayed on here, and that was, one of them was Donna, sexy Lady D, man. It's so crazy how you can never meet somebody, right? But you can have such a genuine rapport with them just based on watching their lives and their videos. Cause I never met this woman a day in my life, man. But she had a one of a kind type personality, right? And she always kept the same energy, always. If it was fuck you, it was fuck you. If it was the hell with you, it was the hell with you. If it was kiss my ass, it was kiss my ass. You understand? But if it was love, it was all love. If it was respect, it was respect. You understand? She was down with the get down on this app. Don't get it twisted. But she slid accordingly the whole time I've known her. You understand? 59 years old. 59 years old. So about a month ago, I remember she came on live and she told folk that she was sick, that she had cancer, and she basically was trying to figure out where did she go from there, right? I believe that was in her title actually. And I was shocked. I was like, damn, wow, that's terrible to hear that, right? And she was in the hospital at that time. Now, you wouldn't have even been able to tell she was sick if it wasn't for the fact that she was in the hospital with the hospital gown, right? You heard her having conversations with her family, having conversations with the doctors, and plus it was in the title, all of that. You wouldn't have been able to tell she was sick because even then she kept the same energy. I always looked at her as like a free spirit, right? That woman kept humor in any situation. It didn't matter who didn't like her, who she didn't deal with, whatever the case, but she always knew how to make you laugh, you understand? She defended herself when it came to situations. She was never no punk ass bitch, you know what I mean? She, listen, she talked that talk, and I believe if it would have came down to it, she would have walked that walk if necessary, if you understand what I'm saying. Because, when you watch people on this app that get into, I call it the elephant graveyard of YouTube, right? That side that people get warned about. Listen, don't go over there. We got no business being over there. I can't help you. You go over there. That's how, you know, it was introduced to me when I first came on in my first year. Folks who, had already had their run-ins, had their business built and stuff like that. They was letting me know what it was, this, that, and the third. And the first time I ever heard the word docs is when I came on here. I'm like, oh Lord. But I just say all that to say, that first year is when I met her. I want to say I met her through the homie Stepway. Shout out to him. Um, and I would always just check in on her. like every couple of months, especially within the past year. But anyway, when she did that live, when she was talking about she was sick. She had went live a few times within a couple of days, and then she stopped going live. Now a couple of weeks passed, and I started thinking, I wonder how Miss Donna is doing, right? I started to get a little worried. Deep down, I had a bad feeling, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to wish. I didn't want to hope for. I want to hope for the best. You understand? So what I did was I came in the comments, left a comment, and like, Lady D, if you see this, let me know you're all right. I'm just checking to see how everything is. And I seen other people were looking for her, so I left comments and I'm saying to people, yo, I know what hospital she's at, because I'm willing to call hospitals. You know what I'm saying? If I can't get right there to the woman, then I want to call the hospital and see what's going on. You know, I wasn't getting no response. Wasn't getting no response. So then, you know, I had got hit up on the back end, and somebody let me know that someone else who actually has a very storied past with Lady D, right? I seen them when they were good. I seen them when they went bad. But I guess she had got the information. Someone had contacted her and let her know that this woman had passed away December 16th. Man, you know how I felt when I heard that? I'm sitting here wondering the whole time. I come find out she had already passed away and had been deceased for the past few weeks. I was like, I don't believe this shit. Deep down I felt it, but I didn't want to jump out the window completely because I try to think positive. But deep down I kind of already knew what was up when I didn't get no response from the messages. You understand? Um, I believe she was cremated from what I heard. I know she had a son. I know I want to say she had two daughters. She might have had more than that. You understand? 'Cause I understand something. I didn't know everything about this woman. I only knew what she told. Just like everybody else. We wasn't the best of friends, but she understood what it was. And I really gained more respect for her when I seen how she handled, finding out she was sick. And then before that, there was times where she had told me how much she appreciated me for just being a supporter. That meant a lot because honestly, you know, you can support and people don't really show appreciation for that. You know what I'm saying? When you genuinely like support people can take that shit for granted. You understand? But her, letting me know, I appreciate you, whatever. I appreciated that. Something so simple, right? She always kept the same energy. That's the main thing I respected about her. Like she was probably like the epitome of slide accordingly, before it even was a thing like that, right? It's crazy how you can run into so many different personalities, so many different characteristics on this one app. It's crazy how somebody can rub off on you, how someone can affect you when you never even met them a day in your damn life. That's crazy. Now here's the thing. This internet can be very ignorant. It can be very just nasty, disgusting, right? Ill mannered. You understand? So I hope anybody who decides to speak on the passing of this woman, if it's not genuine, have enough decency for your damn self to not even mention the woman's name. You understand? Now, shout out to, Miss 504 because she was the one who had confirmed it, right? The news came from her. She was the first one to confirm it, right? And like I said, they used to be mad cool. I watched them when it was good. I seen it when it went bad. I seen all that. I know she said she was going to do a tribute. Shout out to her. When you can have, if it's genuine, shout out to her. Let me say that. And I'll explain what I mean, because sometimes when people have enemies on here, they'll speak on a person and say, you know, I'm only human, and things like that. But really, they just trying to get some clicks off of that person who ain't here no more, and it's just something to talk about. Shame on any damn body who doing that. I could give a fuck about a view or a click. I don't even come on this bitch like that. You understand? Not to do no lives and shit. You know what I mean? I'm doing this because I met the woman on here, and I just want to show my respect. In the only way that I felt that I really could. You know, other than posting about it on my community wall. Hopefully people got enough sense, even though sense ain't really that common like that. Sense is common sense. Well, sense is very rare. You understand? In 2024, we seen sense is very rare, and in 2025, I get a feeling it ain't gonna be no damn better, fam. I just get that feeling. You know, if it's genuine, if it's real, give your condolences, whatever. And I'm not her son, I'm not her family. I can't tell nobody what to do or whatever. I'm just saying, if you're a decent person, right? Think about your own mother. Think about your own sister. You understand? Think about your own family member. Would you want them to be discussed in a negative light on a fucking app after they just passed like that? And it's so ironic because I had just kind of like went on a little mini rant the other day on my damn community wall. I was gonna go live and just talk a little shit, you know what I mean? Because I had just got to the point where I was fed up with certain things I had seen, certain things I had heard, and it's so ironic this with Sexy Lady D happened because it ties into that. It's like it's crazy. People will be beefing, having these issues with people, and then when they pass, they'll be talking about how bad they feel and stuff like that. And sometimes those people don't even get to like squash it, and pack the situation up. So some people be having guilt. You know what I mean? And my whole thing is you wouldn't have to worry about that if it wasn't on that type of time anyway. But everybody is grown. People gonna do what they're gonna do. As long as there's an audience for it, people are gonna continue to do that. But I got a conscience and I think ahead and I think of situations just like this, fam. You understand? I'm the type of person, if I feel like I genuinely hurt somebody, harm somebody, and it wasn't necessary, I might not be able to sleep at night. That's the type of person I am. I could sleep so good when I do sleep anyway. You know what I mean? Vampires type shit, you know. But when I do sleep, I sleep very good because I know I'm not out here to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm not trying to harm nobody. I'm not trying to ruin nobody's damn life. You know what I mean? Through all the chaos and the bullshit that be going on this internet, you really can run into some good people. You see, a different side of them. And that's what it was with Miss Donna, man. Um, she didn't hide nothing. You understand? She didn't take no shit. She stood 10 toes down. She was with the shit. Like I say, if it was the hell with you, then it was the hell with you. But if it was no, if it was a handshake, it was a handshake. If it was a hug, if it was a hug. You know what I'm saying? If it was a punch, it was a punch. If it was a kick, it was a kick. You knew that she rocked with you, and you knew if she did not, right? Respected her so much because she kept the same energy. She wasn't trying to be nothing she wasn't. And she reminds me of me. Very similar to me in ways because she's kind of I liken her to like a free spirit, and she stayed in her own lane. She wasn't going along to get along. She stayed on her channel. She did her thing. She wasn't really on these other channels like that. She wasn't following behind nobody. She wasn't kissing no ass. She wasn't doing none of that. You understand? She stayed to herself and she did what she was doing. That lady would be over there rapping up a storm, uh, She would be twerking. Yes, I did say twerking. For a 50-something-year-old woman, she wasn't afraid to twerk either. She would be putting it down up over there. And no, I wasn't looking. This is Miss Donna. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all be thinking crazy. But I'm just saying, she was having a good time and she didn't care. Trolls be coming up there talking crazy, saying, "Oh, lady, go sit down." She didn't give a fuck. You hear me? She was enjoying life. And that's my thing. That's what I be trying to tell people. It's about enjoying your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what the next person, the next man, next woman got to say. They ain't got to live your life. Like she really was the epitome of that. She held her head and her nose up high. You understand? She did her content. And I can honestly say she definitely was one of a kind. She definitely was one of a kind. I know for a fact if I stayed on this app for another 20 years, I wouldn't find nobody ever quite like Lady D. And if you know anything about her, you know that for yourself. When she had given me, basically giving me props, like she, said, talked about how much she appreciated me, you know, for just being real with her, just being human with her. Like I never passed judgment on her because I knew what it was. You understand when it came to this app, you know. And I've still seen that she was a good person. And I've seen people do way worse things than what she's done. You understand? She was down to bang with you if it came down to it, you know. But like I say, she was on whatever time her opponent was on. You understand? She definitely came from that side of the app. You understand? She's a bad woman, fam. Tell you something. Even when she was in the hospital, she was still lighting folks' ass up. I said, look at Donna. Look at this shit right here. Oh my God. She had it honestly. She damn sure had it honestly, man. So when I say life is short, slide accordingly, keep the same energy, right? Like I didn't know it till now, but those things actually apply to her. Look how it come around. Look how it come around. The very things that I preach anytime I have a microphone or a phone or laptop in front of me, and they all tie in to this video about this woman who I got so much respect for, man. Definitely condolences to, her family, and friends, and, R.I.P. to her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, anybody that's gonna speak on the subject, if you ain't got nothing good to say about somebody who passed on, you can do whatever you want to do, honestly. But you make yourself look a fucking fool when you sitting there speaking on a deceased individual who can't respond, you know? But when you're on the internet, you kind of gotta brace yourself for people like that. It's a shame, but it's real. It's real. And she definitely was a realist herself, so it's something she would understand herself, even if her spirit was sitting here watching these videos, like on some real shit. She understand the name of the game. You understand? She was a realist about shit. It's crazy, she handled the way she handled it when she last time she was live, when she had got the news or whatever, the way she was handling, her finding out that she was even sick. Most people would have been distraught, would have been in a hole. There's no telling how she was handling it off camera. When you're on camera, of course you might choose to hold back tears, whatever the case is. But maybe she didn't have any tears at all. Maybe she's just somebody who came to terms with the you know came to terms with it and was like, I live my life, I have no regrets. you know that was a tough ass woman, bro. Like honestly, she was tougher than some of these Negroes I know. For real. Nothing but respect, admiration, and love for her, man. And like I said, it could be another 30 or 50 years, whether on this app or not. She one of them rare personalities you just don't come across like that. Definitely R.I.P. Rest easy. to Lady D, Donna Jordan, man. Realest one, I'm out.